Broke up with my boyfriend because he hid from me that he wanted kids when I don't. I'm a 25-year-old woman, and I had been dating my boyfriend, who's 27, for 3 years. Early on in our relationship, I made it clear that I wanted to be married within the next 4 to 5 years. I also told him I didn't want kids, and he agreed, saying he didn't want that responsibility either. About 2 weeks ago, I brought up the topic of engagement. I was okay with a long engagement, even 2 years, since we were both financially stable and wanted a big wedding. But then, he dropped a bombshell. He said he was hesitant to propose because he now wanted kids. I asked him how long he had been feeling this way, and he admitted it had been about a year. When I asked if it was a deal breaker, he said it was. I understood, but I told him we just didn't align on our future. He seemed to think I would change my mind, suggesting we could get married and then talk about having a child. I firmly said no, I don't want kids at all. He got really upset and started calling me names, saying I was selfish. I told him he was the selfish one for hiding his desire for kids after I had been clear about my stance. He insisted I was punishing him for wanting a family, but I told him it wasn't fair to stay together when we had such different views. He suggested I might change my mind, or that we could go to therapy, but I ended the conversation and told him I didn't want to be with him anymore. Once our families and friends found out, reactions were mixed. Some said I should have considered adoption, but I reiterated that I didn't want kids, period. I faced a lot of comments about my ticking clock and how it's natural for women to want children. I told them that just wasn't me. He tried to convince me that he could live without kids as long as he had me. I had heard too many stories about partners tampering with birth control, and I didn't want to take that risk. People have called me cold-hearted for how I handled things, but I'm still heartbroken. I was with him for 3 years, and it's been tough. I'm on the spectrum, and while I may come off as unemotional, that's not the case. Our lease is up next month, so it wasn't just me kicking him out. We both have to move. We had a place lined up, but if he wants to stay, it won't be my apartment anymore.